a week or two break because of the international break, where I watched Wales absolutely demolish North Macedonia. I'm a massive football fan, and I'm Welsh, so like that was an incredible day, which it was just incredible. I couldn't believe it. Me and my friends on WhatsApp were just screaming our heads off on the group that let's talk about one of the best leagues in the world, the EFL Championship, where we will start off with finally Preston North End against Blackburn Rovers on a Friday evening. Off the bat, what I can go off. I can go off anything I want to here. We've just cut off the international break, and yeah, I can kind of do what I want. Preston up in fourth, just had a draw off the back of 3 wins. And Blackburn, after 3 wins, have had a loss to Derby. I'll get onto them later. So, it's a clear win for Preston. Let's just get it started. 2-1 Preston. 2-1 Preston. As we move on to Swansea. Go away to Bristol City. I was almost going to say Bristol Rovers then. Managerless Swansea were going to have Ken Hellberg, but unfortunately, turn of events, Middlesbrough nabbed him. What? I'm so confused. 1 second he was on the verge of signing, and the next he's at the Riverside Stadium ready to sign the contract, which is incredible. But Bristol, good team. Swansea have no manager, but I do think that obviously I'm deluded as a Swans fan. If you're a fan of if you are a fan of, I was going to say Burnley, but I'm not going to use them because they're in the Premier League and they kind of lose a lot, but they're a good team. Anyway, if you're a Sunderland fan right now, you will back your team. You would have backed your team against Arsenal, and that ended 2-2. So yeah, and as fans of a specific club, you're gonna have to back them. And just before the international break, you're not supposed to back against your club. You're supposed to back them to win. And I said Ipswich will win 3-1. Instead, they won 4-1. That was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. The fans were singing, "We want Sheehan out," and I had to wait on a Tuesday to see that Sheehan was sacked. I don't know. We don't have a manager now going into this game. And then there's Vitor Matos, who's linked, who used to be a Liverpool coach, who's coaching in the second division of Portugal. Which I'm not happy about, because I want a manager who can kind of do it now. We've been linked to Russell Martin and managers like that, which I've heard he's not good, but if he would come back, would he change his tactics to look like a good manager again? Probably not. But anyway, I even heard someone said if he comes back, we'll boycott the stadium, which is mental. But anyway, back to the prediction. Bristol, good team. It is sort of it is a derby. Weird one. But I'll back the Swans with a 1-0 win. With the assistant manager, please don't appoint him anyway. As we move on to the next one after Swansea get a 3-pointer. And now we have Charlton, the mighty Charlton, versus Southampton. Charlton 9th, they can stay there. If they were offered to take that spot, to sit in 9th at the end of the season, they would have destroyed my hand. I wouldn't have had a hand by the end of the season if I offered them that. But we've got Southampton, who are looking to appoint who are linked to appointing their caretaker. I'm not going to say anything because it'd be really funny if they appointed their caretaker, because it doesn't go well We have first-hand experience. We've first-hand experience in doing that. So here's a little recommendation: don't appoint him. Anyway, because of good form, they back off 2 wins. Charlton are being consistent again, even though they just lost a game. Even though they've just lost a game, lost a single game. Who did they lose to? Oh, awesome! They lost to Wrexham. Okay, I did back Wrexham to win that, I think, but not 1-0. Anywho, what did I put? 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. I was gonna put 3-2, but in the end I added put in 1-0 because Southampton are just weird that way. But he won't get his 3rd game in a row win. So anyway. Oh, we're back. We're back at the CBS, boys. It's bloody commentary. Anywho, who gives a hoot? Well, we got West Brom going away to Coventry. Right, I'll talk about Coventry now. Let's just get it out of the way. 4-0 Coventry. Anywho, I don't know not Wednesday, West Brom's play style. And then you've got Coventry's where they just play like, where each individual player plays like frickin' Pele at their prime, which is mad. Mad, I say. So 4-0. And Frank Lampard is just, I'm pretty sure he's been given manager of the month. Yeah. And we're going into January, where they will probably want to buy Carl Rushworth. So yeah, 4-0. Yeah, I don't get it with Mr. Frank Lampard, one of the best managers in the league. Cool. Anywho, let's get to Birmingham. They will probably win again. Let me just give me a second to figure out Norwich's manager again. They have appointed Philip Clement, I think. Yeah, Philip Clement. Can he do it? I'm pretty sure he's the manager of I think he was the manager of Rangers, I want to say. So yeah. Can he do it in his first match? I would give him a chance. But for today's video, Birmingham win 2-0. Now let's move on to Derby v Watford. Derby off the back of 5 in a row. The international break came in a rubbish time for a lot of clubs. 5 in a row. They will definitely make that 6. And that's what I'm just going to say. Watford 15th and Derby 10th. I'm not saying Derby can't get playoffs, but it is possible. It is still possible. Yeah, they've just been incredible. Charlton Morris is incredible. Yeah. Yeah. Like John Eustace is getting the best out of what was his name? Charlton Morris. Charlton Morris, obviously. And I can't remember his name. Give me a second. I'm gonna try and find him. Oh, Ogamiang? Ogamiang? can't find him. Anyway, it's like Aubameyang or something like that. Patrick Aubameyang or something. Patrick Aubameyang or something. I don't know. I've just repeated myself over and over again there. 2-1 Derby. As we move on again to Ipswich at home. We'll play Wrexham. Wrexham starting to move forward. Draw one, win. Awesome. But Ipswich is win, draw, win. I think that I'll get the best of Wrexham. So let me just go straight into it. It's kind of self-explanatory. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But 3-1 Ipswich because of Ipswich are Ipswich, and they'll get back into the playoffs, I think, this week. Or maybe not, because of the predictions I've done. They'll stay 7th, I'm pretty sure. And then there'll be a gap. A big one. Between Swansea and... I consider 18th to 5th a playoff race. And I think if they all win, it cuts them off. So, hopefully they all lose. But anyway, 3-1, self-explanatory. Leicester at home to Stoke. Let's just get it straight. It's straightforward. Stoke win. Stoke get back to winning ways after a loss to Coventry. It was such a 0-0 game. And do you want to know? Do you want to know something? Do you want to know something? Mason Clark scissor kicked it in. So yeah, cool. As Leicester get back to winning ways over Norwich. Yeah, Norwich were awful, so it was 2-1 to Leicester. Anyway, I'll back them to lose. 2-0 to Stoke City as they will close down this title race alongside Middlesbrough and I wouldn't say Preston yet. But anyway, let's move on to, there we go, Oxford at home to Middlesbrough at the Kassam Stadium. Will Middlesbrough win? Let me answer your question. Viviash. I didn't think Viviash looked that old. Anyway, I have a weird... Oh no, they aren't, they're not. I was going to say that Viviash was probably going to be appointed, which is cool. But they have appointed Kim Helberg. They have probably appointed Kim Helberg as a boss. But anyway. It doesn't matter anymore. Let's just get it straight out the water. 2-1. Middlesbrough. I don't know why that says Stoke. But anyway, let's just skip that. Oxford won't be able to get a win. Portsmouth at home to Middlesbrough. No. Portsmouth at home to Millwall. So yeah. Portsmouth are falling apart? That silence was needed because I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused. And Millwall still in sixth. So let me just get it out of the way a minute. 2-1 because Portsmouth are going to lose again. It's starting to get bad. It's starting to get really bad. But maybe the international break came at the right time to stop that and get them winning again. So yeah, hopefully they'll win, but I'm going with the Millwall win. I'm backing Millwall. As we move on to QPR v Hull. Let me just get it straight at the window. 3-1 Hull, because it's Hull, and they are playing like Brazil right now. Prime Brazil. Everyone's playing like Pele as well, but not like title race Pele. aka Coventry. They're playing more like Middlesbrough, who are like doing their own little, I don't know, France 1998, where they're just headbutting everyone like Zidane did. But anyway, yeah, 3-1. QPR 16th, so it is kind of self-explanatory. But hopefully Hull will be in the Prem next season. Imagine Coventry, Stoke, Hull, but I do hope Middlesbrough go up after Rob Edwards left them for Wolves. I might do Premier League predictions next year. Next season, the 26-27 season. If I get the views, tell your friends about this YouTube channel, because yeah, I'll talk like that at the end. Anywho, last one. The Steel City Derby. Sheffield Wednesday against Sheffield United at Hillsborough. Let's just get straight into it. I don't think Wednesday will lose. And I don't think Sheffield United will win. From that, you've probably thought that I'm going with a draw. But you're wrong. Going with a Sheffield Wednesday win. Steal it right at the death. Why does that say Hull? Right, I'm sorry, guys. It's a Sheffield Wednesday win. 2-1 late on. It's going to be really, really good game. It's going to be one of the best. And I do think that if Wednesday win this, they're going to drag Sheffield United down with them. And I bet you Sheffield Wednesday's last hope is to bring them down with them. To have a Steel City derby back in League One. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure that you like and subscribe for more of this content. Make sure that you tell your friends about it and comment.